What's going on, guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling. We're coming to you with another edition of the WWE SummerSlam prediction series right here at Almost Expert Wrestling. Now, this match that we will be predicting is for the Intercontinental Championship. It pits Ryback defending his title in a triple threat match, which should have happened at Battleground, but of course we all know Ryback was dealing with a staph infection, as did CM Punk last year. Okay, so I'm going to hand this one over to Kyle. Go ahead and predict first. Who do you have walking out of SummerSlam Intercontinental Champion?
Yep, and you're right. Of course, the Ryback injury forced us to have to wait a whole month to see this match, and it was a pretty good match between Big Show and Ryback a couple months ago at the pay-per-view. Before that, I believe Money in the Bank it was. I want to say maybe Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank. Yeah. And of course, The Miz was added to the fray when he interfered in that match. And yeah, overall. But what are you doing? What noise are you making? Hello?
Nothing. Go ahead.
You're doing it again.
No.
Every time I speak, I hate this guy. But yeah, The Miz was added to it, of course. Miz is a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, a great talent. Really underrated, in my opinion, from what he was. Like, I feel like in 2011, The Miz was overrated, like really overrated, really overbooked, and now he's more underrated. I don't know why I think that, but he's kind of been doing a lot of good heel work. Even though I don't really think he's a full-fledged heel, I kind of think like you got the heel Big Show, you got the face Ryback, and then you kind of got Miz, who's kind of like just the guy that's there, not really like a tweener, like heel and face. He's kind of just there, and that doesn't really like show a sign, even though he's annoying, but at the same time he's funny. So it's interesting to see what the Miz actually is. He does have a lot of heel tactics, but at the same time you got to feel sorry for him. But still, it's gonna be a good match. I really think that with the Ryback's power and mobility, he has the ability to get around the ring pretty quickly. Then you got Big Show's lack of mobility, yet his power, heavy strikes. And then of course you got the Miz, who I really think is the big wild card in the match. You got his speed, you got his the durability of him, like really being the worker in the match, the guy that's gonna kind of have to take the most bumps, in my opinion, since he's the smaller man of the three. But with all that being said, now we got to look at a winner. You got three different options here, obviously. You got The Miz, like I said, former Intercontinental Champion, the guy who really hasn't been the biggest threat, and that could potentially lead him to a victory. You got Big Show, the guy, the powerhouse, the guy going after Ryback, the guy that really started the whole feud. Also a former Intercontinental Champion. And, of course, you got the current Intercontinental Champion, Ryback, who, coming back from an injury, has looked better than ever, in my opinion, ever since, I want to say, like, WrestleMania is when he really, or actually Survivor Series last year is when I really feel like he picked it up when he came back and joined Team Cena. Ryback has picked it up massively, like, in my opinion, ever since he turned back into a face. He's doing phenomenal over the past 6-7 months. So with all that being said, we got to take a look at a winner finally. And I think I've had this decision for a long time. I was going to predict The Miz to win at Battleground, but now I'm going to have to go with Ryback here tonight, this Sunday. At SummerSlam. Ryback retaining his Intercontinental Championship for a couple reasons. The first, he was injured for a while. I think that that kind of hurt him a little bit, and they kind of want to redeem him and say, hey, he's still strong, so why don't you keep having him hold the Intercontinental title. Second reason is he's a really, really good Intercontinental Champion. He's a fan favorite. He's extremely popular. Like I said, he's improving massively the past 6-7 months, and overall is really doing well as a face on the roster. And the third reason is, lack of competition besides Miz and Big Show. Thing is, if you would give it to The Miz, it would just really be probably the same feud for a little bit. And then once that ends, who's going to battle with The Miz? I feel like Ryback can feud with a lot of other guys on the roster, while The Miz or Big Show being champion will kind of lack a legit feud. I feel like Ryback is just the better fit for the champion right now. Believe me, if any three of these guys will win, I probably wouldn't, be upset. I really wouldn't. If The Miz won, I would actually be pretty happy. And if Big Show won, I wouldn't like go crazy. I know a lot of people would, but I wouldn't. I mean, I think Big Show does have one more run in him, but nonetheless, I don't think either of those situations is going to happen anyway. I do see Ryback definitely 100% walking out of um, Brooklyn with the Intercontinental Championship. It's weird to say Brooklyn. I'm used to saying Los Angeles when SummerSlam's around, but it's Brooklyn this year. But I do see Ryback winning. I've been talking for a while now. Joe, let's go ahead and get your prediction for this match. Triple threat Intercontinental title. Who you going with?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Brooklyn. JTG and Chad Gaspard might make an appearance in Brooklyn. Yeah, really looking forward to this one. Obviously, like you said, should have happened Battleground, but Ryback's injury. And, yeah, I like what you're saying. I always say that when I'm the second, but still, I really did. And, obviously, any three of these guys winning would be, it would be okay. But I will have to disagree. Actually, I wouldn't like it if, Big Show won. I mean, I wouldn't go crazy, like you were saying a lot of people would. I mean, I wouldn't go crazy about it, but still, out of all these three, any of these three, Big Show, I would not want to see leave as champion. I don't think anybody's gonna be angry at me for saying that. But you know, this was a little tough to predict. I, went into this really thinking it was gonna be somebody, and then I changed my opinion. Like as you were talking, before you even said who you thought was gonna win, I changed my opinion and my prediction. So person I see walking out of Brooklyn as WWE Intercontinental Champion is The Miz. That's right. I have the A-lister walking out as IC champ, and you know, and the person who I thought was really going to win this was Ryback. Who you predicted to win, and that's because he came back from injury and he's been okay. A lot of people during when he first got injured, everybody was like, okay, just strip the title from him. Strip the title from him. He doesn't deserve it. Like all of his haters. But, I didn't want that to happen, because I knew he was going to come back eventually, and he did, and he's been doing well. He showed no signs of fatigue. He's really looked good since coming back from injury. And thank you. And I would think that he would, you'd think that he would slow down a little bit, but nope, he's just gotten stronger. And that's why I thought he was going to win, because he would continue being a good champion. But I don't know. I'm going with The Miz. Sometimes I predict things that I almost don't want to predict just because sometimes I'm wrong with my predictions. So sometimes I want to predict what I kind of don't predict happening, just so it's on my record. So there you have it. I think Miz is going to walk out champion, and when he puts his hand up, you all shut your mouth. So, yes, I have The Miz leading Intercontinental Champion. Alright, let's get to the plugs. Stick around, everybody, because we thank you all for watching.
These are boring.
What?
These are boring and repetitive.
I know, but we get a lot of new viewers who don't stick around a lot. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and hit that like button below to give us a nice thank you for wasting your time. And comment below who you have winning this match. We'd really love to hear from you in the comments below, or tweet to me at my I almost said official, at my Twitter. After you follow me, then tweet to me who you have winning this or any other match on the card at official AEW, and I'll be sure to retweet you. And hit that subscribe button because we got many more videos in this SummerSlam prediction series. And then stuff after that. So hit that subscribe button. That's very important. Yeah, Kyle.
Yep, everything Joe said, and be sure to follow at Kyle Smith AEW for more content on Twitter in the upcoming week, because we have a big weekend coming up. Of course, SummerSlam on Sunday, but don't forget about the big NXT takeover this Saturday live on the WWE Network, which features the main event of Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor in a ladder match. We'll be getting more into that stuff hopefully sometime this weekend. We can't guarantee that, but we're definitely going to try to get to it sometime this weekend. At least maybe a video just discussing the overall pay-per-view. We might not do a whole prediction series, but we're definitely going to do a video discussing the overall pay-per-view and event, talking about that. Joe's a big NXT fan. I'm not. I mean, I admit I love NXT, but at the same time, I don't follow it as much as he does. So, but nonetheless, guys, thank you. And like I said, at Kyle Smith AEW for more tweets and action coming up on the Twitter account within the next couple weeks. And there you go. All right.
Alright, Kyle, I'm going to let you finish this one. Until next time, this
is AEW.